You mean to tell me that you actually believe that dating sites or guys who utilize dating sites abroad are desperate guys with no game? Could be right, could be wrong. Let's figure it out. Stay locked in. Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about me shall be listed in the links in the description area below. Part of my dress, there's this luau thing that I gotta attend later on, so doxing is very festive. If you guys remember this from season 2, I wore this a couple times in some videos when I was in the condo in St. Thomas. But we're bringing it back, baby. It's a luau thing, little Hawaiian party, so I'm gonna check that out later. All right, so let's go ahead and lock in on this one because I wanna kind of debunk a few myths or stereotypes about guys who use online dating sites. Now, I want to tell you my personal story, and I've told you guys this time and time again, and I live and die by this story because I think that it gives you an insight on the inside of what's going on inside my mind and what may be going on in the minds of other men. Doc came to the Philippines when he was 17. And if you thought that a 17-year-old kid had it all together, knew how to mac the ladies, knew how to talk to the girls, and all of the above, you're sadly mistaken. Okay? So yes, when I first came to the Philippines back in the early 2000s, 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid, I utilized online dating sites while actually living in the Philippines. I felt that it was easier to communicate with the women. Like I said, when you're first coming into the country, much like a lot of guys, you may not exactly know the best approach to talking to females in the Philippines, okay? Or broad period, you may not know the exact approach. More so in the Philippines because, yeah, they can't speak English, so you may be able to communicate with them, but in other countries where English is almost non-existent, I'm pretty sure you're gonna probably have an extremely difficult time trying to communicate with them in person. So the utilization of online dating sites is for breaking down the barriers and helping with communication. Also, from my perspective, I utilized online dating sites because, for lack of a better term, guys, I was a shy guy. Still am. The Good Doc you see before you, this handsome, strapping young fellow that you see before you, this had to be built up. This had to be developed, man. I was not already there when I first stepped off the plane. Maybe you guys already got it together. Maybe you guys are still trying to figure it out. It's okay. Like I was saying, I didn't have it all together, and a lot of guys don't have it all together either. So for me being a shy person and for you being a shy person, it just helps the communication to be easier. And I'm not fond of people staring at me while I'm trying to have communications with this specific young lady. It makes me uncomfortable to know that there are all eyes on me trying to talk to this young lady. So I've utilized online dating sites for that particular perspective as well. And I kind of feel like that's the reason why a lot of guys utilize online dating sites as well. Social media has made the world a smaller place. I could be in the United States where I am right now, communicate with my young lady like that. You guys, jump on a dating site, sign up for a dating site, already start looking at profiles, ping a girl a PM or a private message, bam, you can already start communicating like that. And because of that, I do believe that we should be taking advantage of that particular form of technology. It's made the world smaller, it's made the world better. Now, to call somebody simp, desperate, guys with no game for using online dating sites, I don't feel that, right? And I don't see that. That may come from other people and you may see that in others, but that's not always the case, all right? I wouldn't mind if I was a single man preparing my trip out in advance. I wouldn't mind 2 or 3 weeks before coming on vacation to whatever part of the world that I'm in, finding the online dating sites that are popular in that particular area, jumping on, scanning, seeing who's popping, writing a couple of girls, seeing who's gonna write me, and we just run it from like that. You understand? Why would it hurt? It cannot hurt you to talk to a couple of girls 2 weeks out, especially when you already know that your vacation is coming up. Right? So the utilization of this online dating site, rather than coming in there, putting boots on the ground, big love to my boy, putting boots on the ground and, being there and then trying to figure it out, but your vacation time is limited, why would you not try to go out there and put, cast a couple of rods out there and see what fish are gonna bite. That's why I think online dating sites are extremely beneficial, and you shouldn't look at guys as simps or guys with no game for doing that, because I kind of feel like it's a fabrication and a myth if you think that guys are gonna close in 24 hours like that. It's not that common. Granted, more so in the Philippines, it's easy to talk to girls and all of that stuff, but to close a good girl or a girl that you need to talk to in 24 hours is likely non-existent. To close a girl that you got to pay to get you something, hey, you can do that in an hour. Shit, it might take you 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You say hi, I say hi, what's good, how much, okay, let's go. All right, so the conversation is limited there, but if you're trying to talk to somebody outside of that particular industry, 24-hour closures, even a day closure, may be a little bit more difficult. I got to get to work, guys, but it has been fun, has been real. Time for the good doc to go and get to getting. With that being said, Doc is officially out. Peace.